Hey, what's up guys? How you doing? My name is La5ty and welcome today to the Premier League Player of the Month Squad Building Challenge for January 2017. Today I'm going to be showing you how to complete a set of challenges so that we can unlock this awesome looking 85 rated purple version of Dele Alli on FIFA 17 Ultimate Team. Okay, so we need to take on these 4 challenges this month in order to unlock the Dele Alli. Let's take a look at the first one. It's called MK Dons. For those of you new to squad building challenges, what we're going to be doing today is we're going to fill certain squads in order to meet requirements that are on the left hand side over there so that we can exchange this squad for the reward pack and part completion of the overall challenge. So for our first challenge here, MK Dons, we have a list of requirements that we need to fulfill. The first one is that we need to use 2 players from MK Dons, which is of course Dele Alli's first club in football. As you can see, both my cam and my striker play for MK Dons, therefore we've completed that first requirement. Moving on to the second, we need to use 11 players from the EFL League 1. We also need a team overall rating of 67 with 100 chemistry in the team. So what I ended up doing was just literally filling the rest of the team with players from that League 1, and I did use silver players as it managed to get my rating up high enough to that 67 overall. And as you can see in the top right hand corner, we do have a 67 rating and 100 chemistry. So we fulfill every single requirement and we can exchange this squad for an all players pack. So we'll go ahead and submit this squad and the items will be removed from my club. Don't forget, you are exchanging these players in order to unlock that Dele Alli at the end. So, squad number 1 complete. We are a quarter of the way there to getting Dele Alli. The second challenge then is called Tottenham Hotspur, and as it says, we'll need to exchange a squad of players featuring Dele's current club in order to unlock ourselves a Jumbo Premium Gold Pack. Let's take a look at the requirements. So for this team then, we're going to need at least 4 players from Spurs, and we can only have a maximum of 6 players from the same league. The team needs to be 83 rated overall, and we need a minimum of 95 chemistry to complete this challenge. So the 4 Spurs players I've used today are Jan Vertonghen, Toby Alderweireld, Danny Rose and Dele Alli. I've also put a relatively high rated Premier League goalkeeper in to help get that overall rating up, and then we decided to switch leagues as we could only have 6 players from one league as a maximum. I decided to move over to the Italian league as I knew there were a lot of higher rated players that didn't cost quite so much on the transfer market. So as you can see here, we've utilised some strong links with some Inter Milan players in João Mario, Eva Banega and Ivan Perisic. Using these higher rated players from the Italian league has helped me achieve that 83 rating overall, and of course by getting the correct chemistry links there, we've achieved 100 chemistry where we only needed 95. So that's another challenge completed. Don't forget, we are about to exchange these players when we submit this squad, so they will be removed from your club. Let's go ahead and do that, and we are now halfway to achieving that awesome looking Dele Alli. The next challenge then is called Dele's Goals, where we will need to exchange a squad of players featuring clubs that Dele scored against in January. If you are a keen Premier League fan, you will have noticed that Dele Alli had an amazing month in January and was definitely in contention to receive the Player of the Month award. With that said, you could have then gone out onto the transfer market and tried to pick up a few players that you think might have been useful for his upcoming Player of the Month squad building challenge. So the requirements for this one are as follows. We need 2 Watford players, 2 Chelsea players and 1 Manchester City player. We also need to fill the rest of the squad out with players from the Premier League. And once again, we need an 83 overall rated team that reaches 100 chemistry. So today I've used John Terry and Azpilicueta as my Chelsea players, I've used Nolito as my Manchester City player, and we've used Pereira and Amrabat as our 2 Watford players, so we get ticks in all of those boxes. The rest of the squad was as simple as filling it out with relatively high rated players that help boost the rating to that 83 overall, and if we get the odd strong link next to each other, that's going to help you get that 100 chemistry over 99 chemistry if you don't have loyalty on your players. The reward for completing this one is a 25,000 coin pack. It is a premium gold players pack, which is definitely one of the better ones on the game. So now that we're happy that we've completed the requirements, let's go ahead and submit this squad and exchange our players. We are now 3/4 of the way there to getting Dele Alli. This next and final challenge then is called England, and it is possibly the cheapest and easiest to complete out of the 4 overall. Let's go on in and take a look at the requirements. So as you can see, all you need here is exactly 11 players from England with a minimum of 3 gold players. You don't need to worry about an overall rating, but you do need to get 100 chemistry. So most definitely the best thing to do in this situation is just to use some of your non-rare gold items that you may have already in your club. These are definitely the cheapest versions of gold English players. And then I've just filled the rest of the squad out with some bronze players that I already had in the club. As we said, we don't need to necessarily think about that overall rating, so just bronze players will do it. It's definitely worth checking which bronze players you're using, as of course you don't want to be sticking MK Dons players in this team, as their value might be slightly higher from the first challenge that we undertook. For this challenge then, we're going to unlock ourselves a silver players pack, which of course could hold some nice high value silver players for other squad building challenges. They seem to hold a nice high value on this game, so it's definitely a good pack to receive for such a cheap challenge. So finally then, we are going to submit and exchange these players from our ultimate team and complete the overall squad building challenge for this Dele Alli. As you can see, there we go. We've completed the Premier League Player of the Month SBC for January 2017. If we press A and advance through, we can see what we've unlocked, and it is this 85 rated Dele Alli, who's set as a central attacking midfielder with 80 pace, 86 dribbling and shooting, as well as 82 passing and 85 physical. He really does look like a great item on the game, and he'll be going straight into my Premier League side. So there you go guys, that is the Premier League Player of the Month SBC completed for January 2017. I hope you've enjoyed and found this video useful, and of course if you'd like to see some gameplay from this Dele Alli, then make sure you stop by my own channel. I'll leave a link down below in the description, because I'll be using him and testing him out to see how he fares on Ultimate Team. But that is it for now guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.